Welcome back, everybody, to episode number 11. I can't do the hand signal. 11 of the Heel Turn. I am Big Rob TV here once again with Don Josh. Alright, so today we are going to get in five predictions that we would like to see in 2020, or 5 things we think will happen in
5 predictions that we think are going to happen in 2020, and then we're going to do 5 things that we want to happen in 2020. So be very clear that the wants might be a little bit out there, might be a little bit outrageous.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah. The only basis is what we're feeling today.
Yeah.
For that. So should we get started? You want to jump right into the predictions?
Yep. I'll go first. I'll go first.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
And not in any particular order, so not like we ranked them on the last few episodes.
No, and we also didn't tell each other, again, if you've seen the last few episodes, keeping this we're all finding out right now. Everyone's going to find out at the same time.
Yep. So I'll start. Number 1 for me actually is already ruined. This is one I left it on here.
Just so you can act like you got one right already?
No, because
that's what it said.
It's still wrong, but it's sort of. So my first one was a prediction that the Usos and Naomi would return to Raw, because I said that I didn't want them to be on the same show as the New Day, and lo and behold, they returned, or the Usos returned, and no Naomi. So that part sucks. But they returned to SmackDown, so I'm glad that they're back.
Yeah, I've been missing me some Usos as well. Yeah,
and they cut their hair
a little. Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. So, let their beards grow a little. Yeah, taking after me, obviously.
Roman should do the same. Roman should cut the hair and look like them.
I want him to have a flat top.
No, that's too far. Don't do that, Roman.
Dude, Roman, this is where you got to be right here.
Well, why don't you just go full Corbin?
Exactly, just bald it. Why not?
Hey, I got a little bit going.
There
I got a little bit right
Take
now.
his hair, turn it into a Corbin's coat. That's where he got all his coat hair from.
Man, he needed
the big dog.
He needed the cut. I really thought that not SmackDown, Raw could use the Usos a little bit more. Their tag team division seems like it's going back and forth between the Viking Raiders and the OC, and I can't even think of a third.
The Street Profits.
But after that, who? Hawkins and Ryder? That's not like, we need a little bit more. You throw the Usos in that, that's money.
Yeah.
But at the same time, on SmackDown, it's pretty much the New Day and the Revival. So I was hoping, my prediction was that they would return to Raw.
Yeah.
So I failed at my first one.
You left it on there because you knew you got a little bit of it right. 25%.
Give me a little credit.
Yeah.
It's a little credit.
Yeah, I'm giving yourself some credit there. All right. Well, my first prediction, and it's a pretty lame one, but it has to do with Roman Reigns as well. I got Roman winning the Royal Rumble this year.
Okay.
I can't tell you what number he's coming in at. I can't tell you who he's going to be eliminating. I can't tell you the last 2, the final 4, anything like that. But I'm pretty sure I'll put a decent amount of money on Roman winning the Rumble this year. It seems like they're setting it up for him versus The Fiend, because after the Daniel Bryan feud at the Royal Rumble, I can't really see anybody else on the SmackDown roster really challenging at WrestleMania. It looks like they might do something if The Miz keeps going on his crazy, snapped persona. That's what it said on Instagram. It said The Miz snapped.
It looked like he's everybody that The Fiend fights. Well, The Fiend didn't fight him, though.
No, The Fiend didn't. Yeah, you're right. The Fiend didn't fight him. Yeah.
I don't understand why Miz is turning.
I don't know. But I could see if something happens along the way, I kind of see maybe The Miz at what would it be, Fastlane? Yeah. Yeah, Fastlane maybe taking on The Fiend. With the little will he or won't he? He's not going to drop the belt before Mania.
No.
So, and the only other viable contender I see right now is Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
And I really can't see anybody winning it from the Raw side anyway in the Rumble to face Brock. At least not at this time.
I have something to say on that, but it's a little later.
Okay.
It's a little later.
All right. Cool.
Were you done with your point?
That's on me, yeah.
Number 2 for me is one that seems blatantly obvious that's going to happen. Charlotte's going to win her 11th title in 2020. I think that's a money pick.
Yeah.
I think that's guaranteed. I'd be shocked if she doesn't hit.
Yeah. Let's go to Vegas with those odds.
Yeah.
Let's see what. Yeah.
she might hit 12 this year. 11 is for sure happening in 2020, and I don't even want to go further on that point. She's gonna win number 11 in 2020.
Yeah, I don't think you need to. There's 3 things in life that are guaranteed: taxes, death, Charlotte Flair picking up a women's championship.
Yeah, guaranteed. Guaranteed.
Well, all right. Well, you ain't got nothing else to go off that one. My next one is actually pretty. I think it might be also kind of something that I want to happen, but I'm feeling confident about it. I don't know why. I don't have any basis of it, but AEW. I'm predicting that there's another leader. There's a true leader of the Dark Order. And it's not Evil Uno. It's not Angry Dose. It's not even Hateful Trace. I'm predicting right here, right now, that the real leader of the Dark Order is going to be Marty Scurll. The villain. His contract's coming up in Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
You know he's boys with the Elite. You know, I know here like WWE's really pushing for him as well. I think when push comes to shove though, he's gonna side with his boys down.
Yeah, you gotta go there.
He's gonna side with his boys at AEW, but I think it's gonna be a twist. And it's not gonna be him part of the Elite. He's gonna be the one that orchestrated that Dark Order attack on the Elite.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh man.
I like it.
Oh, I was thinking
Book
that
this
one.
guy.
Yeah.
Book him. He needs it. He needs it.
I was stirring that around in my head all day. I was like, oh man, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be perfect. And everything just looks like it's setting up to be that.
That would be good. I'd tune in for that.
Oh, you'd be excited.
There's something that's missing from that angle. It's like, why would they just come out and attack? That would make a lot of sense. I'd be down for that.
Oh, we're waiting now.
See, now they're not going to do it because you just said it. They're watching right now.
Cody's a nice guy. Yeah. He knows money when he hears it.
The Elite's watching this. So
they are.
They're making phone calls right now to make it happen. Or they're going to go, nah, we can't do that now. They're on to
damn it, yeah. Who let it leak?
My number 3 will piggyback off of your first point.
Okay.
I have Roman Reigns defeating The Fiend at WrestleMania. In order to get to WrestleMania, he would have to win the Royal Rumble. Unless the Raw person wins, which I'll get onto that later on too. Okay. But in order for him to get there, you have to win the Rumble. I agree. I think he is going to win the Rumble. Yeah. He's going to go on to face The Fiend, and he will be the person to defeat The Fiend and win the Universal title at WrestleMania. He'll hold the big blue belt. So
what he's always aspired to do.
Yeah.
Well, that's not fair, really, because, I mean, what the hell does Roman Reigns have to go back to if he loses to The Fiend? Who's he turned back into? Is his original gimmick?
Himself.
He's
joining
joining
the Shield again.
Yeah. Seth, what are you doing, man? We got to get back over here.
Moxley's coming back.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
You hear Dean? He's on his way back. Who?
That part, I don't know. I don't know what you do if he loses. Like, does he go to his, what was it, FCW? When he was
actually in the whole Samoan getup. Because he already did that on The Rock with Hobbs and Shaw, so he already went back to his original gimmick once. What's he supposed to do now? Shave his head.
No, he can't. No Corbin. No, he's not thinning yet. He's good.
I know,
he's got a full head of hair.
Then he's got no choice but to win at WrestleMania. Then, huh?
Yeah, he's got to. Now, see, it writes itself. We're in here.
Got
man.
a hair versus. I guess you could do hair
versus gimmick.
Yeah, why not? Forget about that blue belt. All right, my next one, my number 3, is a little bit. Now we're starting to get into the bolder side of things for me. I am predicting right now that Survivor Series is going to be the best of the big 4 pay-per-views this year. It's going to be better than. No, I think it's going to be better than WrestleMania. Not just. Yeah. I'm not just like critically, but also just in terms of like the casual fan is going to enjoy that more. It's going to be more enjoyable to watch because WrestleMania is going to be a 15-hour show. So
I read reports that they're talking about making every pay-per-view shorter. Like,
that's good because you could tell that this year's Survivor Series it went just a little over 3 hours.
Yeah,
just a little over 3 hours. I mean, not including the pre-show. I'm just including the main show and just a little over 3 hours, which is what it used to do.
Yep.
You know, back in the good Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression Era, 2.5, 3 hours.
Yep.
Perfect timing for that. Survivor Series felt like it was the easiest to watch this year, and that's, you know, including the Royal Rumble, which is my personal favorite pay-per-view. You know, because of the Royal Rumble match. Exactly.
Yeah,
everybody loves the Rumble. So,
Yeah.
but this year, for the sheer fact that the Royal Rumble doesn't seem like it's got that much, there's hype to it, but it seems like it's becoming more predictable. Like there's not enough unpredictability to make it that by default it's become more predictable. Like we're already thinking Roman's gonna win it.
Yeah.
WrestleMania, like I said, 15-hour show. Maybe the start of it'll be good, but by the end, people are gonna be so drained they're gonna forget just how good of a show it might have been, or it could have turned out to be because of the length. And then SummerSlam has just really fallen off these past couple years, I think.
Maybe 1 or 2 good matches, and then a few hours of nothing.
That's what I'm saying. Like this last year, it's not really anything too spectacular.
What was the main event? Was it Kofi and Randy?
No, I don't think that was the main event.
See, that's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad. I don't even remember.
I think it was Seth and Brock.
Did they fight?
Again, I know Brock came back. He cashed in at what was it? Not
That's
Stomping.
right.
Was it Stomping Grounds?
Stomping Grounds.
Stomping Grounds. Yeah. And then when he kicked all the ass and took all the names, stomped them out at Stomping Grounds, and then I think Seth won it back at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very forgettable.
Yeah. That's usually, if it was a good show, you're gonna remember exactly what happened, the way the match ended, anybody who interfered, fan reaction.
Yep.
None of that.
And that's what it's been like for Survivor Series
Yeah.
these past couple years. So I'm just throwing that out there. I think the bigger thing is seeing Survivor Series being a bigger success than the Royal Rumble. Because the past couple years, even though the Royal Rumble, you know, always same match and everything, you know, never what to expect. Last 2 years have given us really good winners that we've wanted. So, but I think Survivor Series is just going to be better this year.
I can agree with that. And I'd actually like to see that. I'd like to see Survivor Series be the top pay-per-view. It was close this year.
Yeah.
I feel like it was close. If Mania didn't have the big Kofi moment, the Becky Lynch moment, it would have won. It's just that Mania was long as shit.
That's what I'm saying.
But you remove those 2 moments, Survivor Series, because Survivor Series was pretty much solid from beginning to end.
Yeah.
And we spoke about that because of the NXT factor. So I can see that. I can definitely see that. Number 4 for me is I predict that Sasha Banks turns face on Bayley.
Really? Ooh.
I predict that. I feel like they're building it now. Like at certain points, you can kind of see like Sasha is supposed to be the boss. She's the legit boss. She's not supposed to be like
it's boss time.
She's not supposed to be the tag along. Like it's almost like they're reversing it. How Bayley before was, this is my girl and I'm always defend her and all this.
Yep.
Now Bayley is the champ and Sasha's kind of like the tag along. But I feel like at some point Sasha's gonna be like, I need that belt. You gonna have to come up off that.
And you think she's the one that's gonna turn face in that?
Yeah, I think she's gonna be the one that turns.
Okay.
And Bayley's gonna keep this heel run going. I think I think it's too soon to turn her back.
Yeah.
I don't predict this to happen like in the next month or two.
No.
I think it'll be later on in the year. Maybe SummerSlam time frame. Maybe.
Okay.
If they don't win the women's tag team titles or something, maybe that's what does it.
That could be the catalyst to split them up.
Yeah.
Okay. I see that. I can agree with. I could try to agree with that. I just like they finally turned Sasha Banks heel. Now I know like they finally turned Bayley heel. You know, so but like this is like the Sasha Banks we've been wanting on the main roster.
Yeah.
When she came up as a face, she came up as a heel kind of with Team Bad.
Yeah.
People forget that. You know, it's not Tamina's fault, even though it definitely is.
That's messed that should have been a good stable, but that's
another. Yeah. Missed opportunities.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them on the heel turn.
Yeah.
But Yeah, I could see that the Sasha Banks thing, that's what we've all wanted ever since she split from Team Bad. She turned into a face for some reason. Mm-hmm. We never understood why. Because she was always... I always saw her as a heel. She always felt better as a heel, more defined as a heel. Yep. She's just a heel person. Born for the role. Bayley is killing it right now. Mm-hmm. Like, I got no problems with it. But I think in the long run... No, you might actually be right. From a fan's perspective, I want to see Bayley face, Sasha heel, fighting it out, just like they did in NXT. But I think from the company's standpoint, if they let Sasha be a heel or a face for, 3-4 years, that long, I don't think they have any problems turning her back. Yeah. The only question is, does she dye her hair back? Because blue is evil now.
Yeah. Hey,
as you can tell.
Shout out to my buddies in the NBN, you know.
All the blue meanies over here. The actual heels.
You know it, man. I just can't see them switching Bayley back that quick. Although, I did see on SmackDown, when she was about to hit her corner, the running elbow, I hadn't seen her do it in a while, but she did the thing back. She got to the center of the ring, and she kind of faked the, and then she, I was like, wait a second, that's not heel. You did not do that. No more of that. No, she's like, she started it, then she said, nah, I'm not good. So
I'm a bad guy.
I don't see them switching Bayley. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't see them turning Bayley back that fast. It has to be Sasha in that situation.
Okay. I can get behind that. All right, my number 4 is getting kind of sad. This is so sobering moment, very sad moment. And one of the best things about the past, well, maybe not this past year, but previous Raws After Mania, because it's own little thing now. You know, the Raw After Mania is its own little thing. Yeah, people buy tickets for that, just like they do for WrestleMania and NXT.
Yep.
Oh, but I'm sad to inform you that this year, and I don't know if it's still called this, but we're not going to get any good NXT call-ups. I don't know if they're still called call-ups at this point, but we're not going to get any good ones. And like good ones, I'm thinking top guys, you know, Undisputed Era, Ciampa, Gargano, Velveteen Dream. Shayna's already going to be there. I expect
Shayna's coming up soon.
Exactly. I expect her to be up by WrestleMania, if not as early as the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
So, you know, those big names right there, I don't think we're going to get any of those. We might get some that we don't really, you know, we're not excited about. Like, I could see them moving the Forgotten Sons up. Look at that, see?
For what?
Yeah. There you go.
Leave them there.
There you go.
They're not ready yet.
I can see them moving the Forgotten Sons up. And no offense, because I love what she does. I can see them moving Candice LeRae up. You know, I'd love to see that. We could always use some more, you know, badass babyface characters in the women's division. But
would you consider Bianca?
I wouldn't consider her a top tier. Top tier. I think she's right there with Candice. And because of that, and I still think she's gonna take that belt. I don't think it's gonna be probably anytime soon. It might not be this year, but I can see Bianca being an NXT champion.
Bianca is a future star. She's a star.
Well, just not after Mania this year, sir.
Probably not.
Yeah. So
I can't see it because now they've established NXT as its own. It's its own thing. Like, it's a powerful thing now. Before they made it seem like it was the goal was to get there. Yeah. Now it's like people are like, no, I'm staying there. NXT for life.
Exactly. Now that that's an option, and they need the extra firepower to take on AEW every Wednesday.
And for a Survivor Series.
If they're still doing that by the time it rolls around for a Survivor Series. If we're gonna get one big call up to the main roster, it's gotta be Matt Riddle.
You think the bro's ready?
Oh, he was born ready.
No, the bro was born. The bro is ready.
Born ready.
No, with no title runs. That's the part that I'm like, maybe he should get one belt before he leaves NXT.
I just don't want to see him with the U.S. belt. That's it. He gets called up first night, knocks out whoever the IC champ is. Perfect for me. I just don't want to see him with the U.S. belt.
I see your bro, and I go with Keith Lee. I think after his performance against Roman, Keith Lee is probably hot commodity right now.
I think so too. But I think Triple H knows that, and he's going to fight Vince. He hasn't fought Vince on anything the past couple years. But I think he knows what he's got with Keith Lee.
Yeah.
And he's going to be, okay, you're really gonna fuck this dude up.
Mm-hmm. You're
not having him. Can't do it.
You'll mess around and have him tripping and falling under the ring like Titus?
That was planned.
Hopefully not. My final prediction, and this is me going back to previous prediction. If Roman does not win the Royal Rumble, I predict another Samoan will win the Royal Rumble, and it will be Samoa Joe. Going on to WrestleMania to fight Brock Lesnar and defeating Brock Lesnar and winning his first world title at WrestleMania. Add on to that. That's not the adding on. The addition isn't a part of that.
Okay.
But
it's good because it's already wild enough.
Maybe we have a Samoan WrestleMania. Both individuals. One of the two will win the Rumble. The other will get into some kind of feud or win it at Fastlane like they do every year.
They got the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
And that's what they're going to do for like the number one contender.
Yeah, for the next one.
Yep.
And whichever one of those two doesn't win will go on and win that match and get in there. But I still have it as Roman winning the Rumble, and then he goes that way. Mm-hmm. Samoa Joe will probably win an Elimination Chamber and get there.
Okay.
But I still predict Samoa Joe will be the one to dethrone Brock Lesnar.
Okay. All Samoan WrestleMania.
All Samoan. So it didn't work the last time they tried to pull an all-race thing with Shinsuke and Asuka.
That's true, yeah.
I thought that was money. I was like...
That would have been perfect for me.
Give me Asuka and Shinsuke as the champs.
So who's Tamina beating? Is she beating Becky or is she beating...
We're not going to go that far.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Maybe a Samoa tie-in.
Yeah.
We can put Naomi in there.
It was gender equality over here.
All right, I'll play.
All right.
Nia Jax is returning here in the Rumble. Nia Jax could go on and destroy somebody. I don't think she's gonna be. Nah, because it's Shayna.
Yeah.
Bayley, but she's to Raw. Where is
who cares?
Jax?
I don't know. The Usos were supposed to be to Raw.
They were. Let's just give
all
us
Samoans.
Give
us
us all Samoans. Give us everybody
right now. All in with Samoans.
Let's have Tamina and Naomi team up and win the tag titles. Now it's complete. We got everybody.
Go ahead.
Nothing but Samoans.
Go ahead with it.
Yeah, I'm calling. Let's do it.
Heard it here. The boldest prediction.
Yeah, that's the
big money prediction right there.
Yeah, screw my Charlotte pick. Samoans for WrestleMania. This is what's gonna happen.
Damn. Put it all on red 17, bro. You just threw that in there. All right, so my final prediction for 2020 is the most right of right predictions, and if it doesn't happen, then AEW has shot themselves in the foot.
More right than Charlotte winning number 11?
Oh, man, it's more guaranteed than Charlotte winning 11. I'm feeling it right now. Calling it today. 2020 is the year of Maxwell Jacob Friedman. He will end the year, and I'm not saying like he's gonna like this. I'm not saying he's gonna capture the title like in May or something like that, and then like we had it for a month or whatever. Which I don't see them doing that. The title's got some prestige to it right now, just from Jericho. Yeah. So they're not gonna hot shot it like that. But I got MJF at the end of the year. He will be walking out of 2020 into 2021 as the AEW World Champion.
Okay.
And even bolder, just because I think I can add a little icing on top, give it a little bit of, shake it up a little bit, little doubt in there, because the actual prediction of MJF winning is guaranteed. That's right. So let's give it a little bit of extra flavor. I'm going to say he's going to take the belt from Kenny Omega. I'm saying he's taking the belt from Kenny Omega. Maybe probably in some kind of heelish, some kind of heel tactical way. Cheating, maybe, maybe strangle him with the scarf. Who knows?
So you're predicting Omega takes it from Jericho?
Yes. Omega will be the one. I know I said this on a few episodes ago, not 10, 9, but I got Kenny Omega taking the belt off Jericho midway through the year. And then at the final pay-per-view of 2020 for AEW, which will probably be in Chicago because that's the only place they held pay-per-views. I got MJF taking the belt off of Kenny Omega, walking into 2021 as your AEW World Heavyweight
Not
Champion.
Moxley.
Not Moxley.
Not Scorpio.
I didn't mean to laugh, Scorpio. That came out of nowhere. I didn't mean for that. Not Scorpio.
Evil Uno?
Hateful Trace got more of a chance.
Huh. Alright.
Yep,
No Jungle Boy.
No Jungle Boy. No Luchasaurus. I got MJF.
Okay.
For all the money. For all 45,000 of that ring he carries around.
I will say this much. I do agree on the fact that I think he will have a good year. I think he will probably shine the most out of everybody in AEW.
Mm-hmm.
However, I feel like he will shine slightly lower, and maybe AEW will introduce, this is a wild prediction, that unscripted prediction, unwritten down prediction. AEW
bonus prediction
will bring up a mid-card title.
Okay.
And MJF will be the first to have that title. That's where I see him going. I actually think Omega is going to have the biggest year because I don't want to say buried him this year, but he wasn't.
No.
He wasn't like.
I think that was part of the storyline because the start of the new year, you saw AEW.
Yeah.
They were talking about, we didn't have the greatest 2019. We got our asses handed to us throughout the year. Well, they brought that back, and that's what their tag team match was supposed to be like. Oh, the Elite are back and everything like that. So if that's what they're going for with the 2020, which I think is perfectly fine. I love me some Elite. Cool. But this is my prediction.
Yeah.
And it's right. And it's MJF walking out of 2020 as your world champion.
Okay. I don't know if I'm sold on him yet as a
top guy.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's better than you, and you know it.
He might be. He don't want to see me in the streets though. No. We're gonna go ahead and get into our wants for 2020. Things that we would like to see happen, and
they pretty much have no. Do you just have any shot of actually happening? Mine have almost no chance of happening.
Maybe a little bit, kind of.
Okay.
One, I can tell you right now, one of mine is likely not to happen at all.
Okay, so we got 4 pipe dreams and 1 likely not to. Okay,
yeah,
great.
One I could almost, as much as Charlotte winning her 11th, I can
guarantee it's not going to happen. It's the opposite of Charlotte winning.
Other way around.
That's excellent.
Actually, I'll get that one out first. Let's go ahead and get that one out first. My
exciting
first want, please somebody, Cody, Vince, Triple H, somebody, listen to me, please. Number 1, Jay Lethal signs to AEW or NXT. Give me some Jay Lethal.
Give them Jay and L Lethal. Both of them.
Both.
You can have one appear on either company. One L Lethal to AEW, Jay Lethal to WWE.
Give me some Jay. I read reports a while ago that Jay Lethal was saying that he didn't want to go to WWE anymore and that he was content in Ring of Honor. But look, man, money talks.
Yeah.
Pull out that checkbook.
I wouldn't be content in a sinking business like Ring of Honor.
Man, Jay.
He's going to be what Sting was to WCW.
Exactly.
He's going to be the Sting.
Exactly. The biggest star
Ring of Honor
that doesn't go to the main.
Yeah.
Look, Jay, I get it. You don't want to go to WWE. You don't want to work for Vince. Fine. Go to AEW and be that, because there's another point that I have to tie into it here. But go to AEW and be the man, be one, not maybe not the man, but be in the, you'll get a title reign.
He could be the man.
Yeah.
I mean, he could be the man in any company.
Jericho, I love Jericho, but Jericho's turning 50 this year. Like, the Father Time's undefeated. The clock's ticking a little bit. He looks great right now, but at some point that run is going to come to an end. And I give him credit because a lot of the 50-year-olds in the business have looked pretty terrible lately. Even the ones, maybe with the exception of Triple H. Triple H still looked pretty good, but he tore his pec the last time we saw him.
He did.
So it's like, Jericho looks great for that age right now. He's not quite 50, but he's almost. This year, he'll be turning it.
Yeah.
So it's like, look, man.
I don't know, man. Ricky Morton hit that Canadian Destroyer on, who did he hit that on? Oh, it was one of Pride and Power. Probably hit that. We hit that on Santana. I don't know. I don't see Chris Jericho hitting no Canadian Destroyers.
I don't think he makes it to that age still wrestling either. Like, but give me Jay Lethal in one of the big companies. I wouldn't mind, me being completely reaching out there. I wouldn't mind seeing him go and link back up with Xavier. I do think that would mess up the New Day, but maybe just the nostalgia.
It's the New Day.
Yeah, just give him, little consequences, Creed, but that's stretching it. Just give us Jay Lethal in one of the two big companies.
Yeah. No, you're ridiculous. I'm glad you got that one out of the way first.
I just throw the wildest one out first.
Nice. Okay, cool. I'm going to be a little bit... Well, actually, my first one is no less ridiculous, honestly.
You see, he was about to bash me.
Yeah, well,
now he's got one
this
too.
is not my fault. It's you literally... Because, how long have you been watching wrestling for?
Solid
30-something years?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I've been watching it for a little over 15 now.
Yeah.
So...
I'm hella old.
You're mad old. Yeah. It's no problem.
Yeah.
And since you've been watching it for a time, you have to know that the slow decline in storylines making sense.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where, can we even get invested anymore? I don't even know. Besides the Kofi Mania storyline, which they would have had to physically plan around messing that up. Mess that up. And for a time it looked like they were going to.
Yeah, it was like they were trying to.
Yeah, they looked like they were really trying to. So, my prediction, and I'm taking this straight from my wife, who does not even watch that much wrestling, WWE, AEW, or otherwise. She just wants, and so do we, it's for both of you, for both you and my wife, storylines that make sense.
Okay.
That's all I want in my wrestling, man. So basic. It's just storylines that make sense. And don't have us, don't just cut a storyline off because reasons.
Yeah. And
don't just add parts into it and then just forget about it the next week. So what I'm basing this off of right away is who tried to try to murder Roman Reigns. Who tried to murder Roman Reigns. It looked like it had a good, we got off to a hot start. Somebody actually tried to kill Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
And it wasn't cancer this time. Sorry.
That's horrible.
That's messed up. But yeah, it would look like we had some traction with the storyline, and even when they did they brought in that one dude that looked like Eric Rowan, and they were like, this is the dude that was sitting on the camera, and he looked a little like Eric Rowan. Yeah,
just like him.
So you couldn't be mad at that. It's like, oh snap, what are they gonna do with him next week? Come back next week, and it was like, who?
Yeah, that guy doesn't exist anymore.
Didn't reference him at all.
Yeah,
nothing whatsoever. I was like, I'm still trying to figure out who that guy is. I'm convinced he's gonna pop up later. And then another one, when I'm talking about, don't just cut off a storyline. And I get it. They were, they might have with some contract issues gotten into a little bit of hot water. But who is Maria's baby daddy? Right. I was super. I shouldn't have been as excited as I was, but I was super excited to find out who was Maria's baby daddy. And first, let's just cut off all the cuckold storylines. We don't need that anyway. That's just a little bit much for me. But to Vince's own.
Was it Ricochet involved in that at one point?
Yeah, he was just at the baby shower or the gender reveal party or something like that. Or it was the baby shower, I think. And you see all the jobbers there, and then Ricochet. It was literally all. It was Kurt Hawkins, Zack Ryder, Titus, poor Titus. Yeah, I think even the Lucha House Party was there. I don't, it's trash when the Lucha House Party is there.
You know what? That angle was the beginning of Ricochet's decline. At that point, Ricochet was fire. He was in every main event. He was hot from NXT, just coming up, just And then it was kind of like that, and here you go to mid-card level. Like just,
if they had turned out he was a baby daddy,
with a propelled
ascension,
rocket to the back,
to the sky. So for me and for my wife and for you, you're welcome. Let's just get some storylines that make sense.
I can agree with that. I would love to see that. Something that keeps us invested more than just the Fiend right now.
It's true.
Anything that Fiend is on, I'm well invested.
And that's because there's this direct, like, linear path of storyline.
Yep. I need no more Lashley and Lana. Even though Monday
that wedding was
it was so wild that it was
trash
great.
TV, and I loved it.
I was locked in.
Yeah.
It was so terrible that I just could not remove. I'm like, man, this is bad. But
This
it's great.
Bad. It was bad. But we could have knocked that down. But it was a 30-minute segment.
Yeah.
That's another thing. I just want storylines that make sense, and Bobby and Lashley keep it to under 10 minutes.
Yeah, we're good. My number 2, or are we going to number 2? Hold on, my second one.
Yeah.
I think that eventually Cody will get a title shot in 2020. I think they've made a point of it that, and this ties in kind of to that. It'll have to be a good storyline that drives him to being able to get a title shot.
Yeah.
But I think that at some point during the year, I cannot see all of 2020 happening and Cody doesn't get a single title shot. Now, does that mean that they're going to bring in, I did mention that maybe they bring in the mid-card title. Mm-hmm. So maybe Cody doesn't get the world title, but maybe and MJF wins it and Cody see that would make sense.
Also work. That would also
make sense.
Yeah, that'd be perfect actually.
So I think AEW should do that, because what else is Cody gonna do? You're not going for the records are all started over.
Mm-hmm. He's 1-0 now.
Yep, 1-0. What else are you gonna do if you're not going for a title? You just gonna fight random people for the whole year?
Yeah.
Somehow we got to get Cody back into the title hunt.
Okay.
There's got to be a match or something. If you win it, you get to have a title shot in the future or something.
Okay. I don't want that to happen.
You don't want him to have a shot?
I love Cody. Cody is my favorite. Every time he comes out, he's my favorite guy to watch. I want to put that out there now. I love the American Nightmare. Mm-hmm. I'm a huge mark for Cody, but I love this stipulation. I love this never challenge for it again stipulation. I agree with you that he should challenge for it, but I don't think it should be within the next calendar year that he made the stipulation. It's even less than that. We're only 2 months out since his stipulation. Yeah. So,
well, will a mid-card title count?
No, I don't think that would, because it sounded like he said, I will never challenge for the AEW World Championship again. So, if a mid-card title was introduced, then yes, I could see that happening, and I could see Cody finally getting, I don't want to say finally getting, he's been a mid-card champion. I don't want him to be a mid-card champion. I want him to be the world champion, just like his dad was. Mm-hmm. I want him to hold that top belt, and I know he got to hold the NWA belt for a little while, but really cemented, I think the AEW World Heavyweight Championship is a little bit more important right now.
Yeah.
I think that's what I want to see. So I don't want the stipulation to end within this year. I think if we push it to 2021, I think by that point people will be like, oh, they were serious about this, and then find some way around it. They're smart enough bookers, they can find a way around it.
AEW, release the replica version of your world title.
For sale.
Yeah, so I can buy it.
Because as you can see right here,
there's nothing here.
We're waiting on you for that.
Yeah. Release it. I'll buy it. It'll be here on the heel turn in future episodes. Just want to throw that part in there because we're blank right now.
Good plug, right? Yeah.
So AEW, get to it. You're wasting your own time. You're having more money coming in.
You have more of his money.
Yeah. So let's do that. But I think I can agree with that. I just think that, man, the whole year that, I don't want to say your top guy, but your top guy isn't going for the title for the whole. You know what? I can see it now. As soon as I said it, Roman didn't go for a title all year this year.
And we love him for it.
Yeah.
Kinda.
I can see it. I'm sticking with the prediction, but...
Yeah, you already wrote it down.
Yeah, I can see it.
That's already on your phone. Yeah.
I can see it happening, though.
You're a man that sticks to it. Yeah, stick to it. Yeah.
I'm not going to change like I did last week.
Good job. Right on. So my number 2, my next want for the year is I want there to not be a Hell in a Cell match in 2020.
Not one.
Not a single Hell in a Cell.
Seth ruined it for you forever?
Did he not? Did he not ruin it for you?
God damn. Wasn't there another match? Wasn't there another Hell in a Cell match?
And that's what sucks is Becky and Sasha put on a fantastic match. Hell in a Cell match.
Seth ruined it for the company.
God. You killed the company. You can't have the Hell in a Cell is supposed to be the end all be all.
Correct.
It's supposed to be, man, you threw Mick Foley off of the top of the cell.
You did.
And the match kept going. You threw him through the cell door at the top, destroyed the inside of the ring, and you still counted the pinfall.
Yep.
My man got a regular size sledgehammer that I've seen Triple H use
countless times
on people that didn't have the nice protective barrier that a toolbox had within the Fiend's head and the sledgehammer. But as soon as Seth got out there and crashed it down, that red light had to have been in the ref's eyes because it was the worst call I've ever been a part of and been able to witness.
Come off the top of a cell.
Exactly. Into some hay. Do you know how painful hay is? It's like small little needles going into your back. And he's basically just assless the whole time.
Yeah. Oh, man. Those cheeks had to hurt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You killed Hell in a Cell this year. I think the best thing to rehab it is not see it for this year. Maybe not even 2021.
Good Lord, Seth. For 2 years?
For 2 years. Because think about it.
Gracious.
It comes back this year. What are you really going to think? And be like, well, I hope nobody gets a sledgehammer and a steel chair. Because what are they going to do, you know?
Hell in a Cell is supposed to be hell. It's supposed to be hell. And you're not supposed to be able to escape hell unharmed. It's supposed to be the most devastating structure in all of wrestling.
Yep.
And you call for the match with no resolution.
Exactly.
I get it.
That was rough.
I get it.
They killed it. They killed Hell in a Cell. So to rehab it, let's have it away from TV for a few years. Bring it back when the time calls for it. Not because it's October and we need, it's Halloween season. Mm-hmm. Hell is a scary word. Hell in a Cell. Let's put two people that don't need to be in Hell in a Cell in Hell in a Cell. And while we're at it, let's get rid of TLC as a pay-per-view.
Wow, man. What did TLC do?
It didn't need to be a pay-per-view.
Oh, okay.
It's a match.
It is a match. It is a match.
It is a match.
It does not need to be, because the whole pay-per-view is just like one match that gets the rules.
Exactly. And then we had 2 TLC matches this year, and they had 2 different set of rules. Mm-hmm. You had the one for the belt where they had to retrieve it from the top, and then you had Roman and Baron, who one had to pin the other. Why did that make any sense?
Yeah.
And then they referenced it during the pay-per-view. It was like, the only way this match can end is if they pull the belts from the top rope. Well, just an hour earlier, you had the same match end with a pinfall.
Yep.
So what do you mean? Let's go ahead and just get...
Consistency.
Storylines that make sense. It's all linked together.
Pay-per-views that make sense.
Yeah,
I get it. I'm rolling. My, what am I on?
Elimination Chamber 2. Sorry.
No.
I like Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, we keep that.
We don't
going too far. Let's keep that one. That one makes sense.
Fine.
Come on, man.
Jesus.
Can't
ever have nothing in it.
We can get rid of the other 2, but Elimination Chamber, that one makes sense.
All or nothing. So it's a no Royal Rumble either. That's a gimmick.
Look, we don't throw this table. My number 3 is for AEW, and I want AEW to boost their women's division. They need to get more women, for one, because it's the same. Was it Statlander, Rio, and then Nyla Rose, Britt Baker, and then
Hikaru Shida.
Yeah, that's it.
Just practice it while we're off camera.
No.
Just practice.
I need you here for the name. I'll never get that one. But we need more than just the same. Like, I know there's other people that show up on Dark, and then they show up every so often on the main show. But we need to build that roster up. I mean, WWE needs to build their women's roster a little bit more too. But it looks like they're working on it.
Yeah.
AEW, I'm like, man, the same 4 women that you saw on Dynamite this week are the ones that are always
circulating.
Just give us somebody else. I almost want somebody from WWE to leave and go, like just
show up down there.
Show up and make it like a big deal. Oh my God, I can't believe it's whoever.
Yeah.
And he comes in and takes over and just has a big career. Just y'all need to boost that up.
Oh my God, it's Sonya Deville.
I'm getting to her.
Okay, cool.
I'm getting to her.
All right, you're welcome.
So I don't want her to do it.
Okay.
Somebody else. Nikki Cross maybe.
There you go.
Somebody leave.
Oh, it's Carmella.
Nobody's good.
It's Carmella. Oh no.
Britt Baker smacks shit out of Carmella. I like Carmella, but
I like Carmella.
That's not the power play.
She's not the one that WWE laughs at them for.
Yeah, we don't need to. I think they need to. Maybe they are the company that introduces the mid-card. I am on the mid-card roll today.
I guess so, yeah.
Maybe they are the company that introduces the women's mid-card title because they don't have tag teams. They don't have
They don't have enough people for tag. WWE doesn't either, but that's another point.
Yeah, but they need to maybe a women's TV title or something to just introduce. There's women wrestlers out there that are good.
Yeah.
Bring somebody else in here, man, and then even if they stink, WWE puts wrestlers on here that stink. Come on. Really, we went through Lana wrestling for a while. She got better.
Yeah, she did.
But for a while at the beginning, Lana was, and what's her name? Eva Marie.
Eva Marie.
We had her on TV wrestling all the time.
Yeah, it was actually wrestling too.
Crowd was just, boo, get off the game, she sucks, she's terrible. No, we're gonna send her out here.
That's right. That's the real heat.
Yeah.
That's what the fans want.
Oh man, she got the heat. It was like fire. It was Inferno covered.
Yeah, she didn't no dye for that hair. That was all her actual heat she was getting. Turned her hair red.
They killed her. But I'm like, AEW needs. As I was watching that, it was a good match though. I will give them that much. It was exciting to have that match, and it was exciting to see Nyla Rose just dominate everybody, and then everybody had their spot. Britt Baker came in and did her thing.
Yep.
The champ comes in at the end. Rio comes in and she does it and she wins, which I was like, there's no way she's about to win, but she won and impressed me. But we're gonna see that same match, or it's gonna be her and Statlander next week. So it's like, give us some more options, because we know. Okay, after the Rio and Statlander match, well, Britt Baker's gonna come back now, and it's gonna be the same.
That's what it's gonna be.
We need more people. That's what AEW needs. We need more women.
Cool. So I'm gonna my number 3 and actually my number 2 can tie into actually everything you just said. So my number 3 to start off with, you said you want more women in AEW. We need to grow that brand. Mm-hmm. I want to see Tessa Blanchard.
Yes.
In either mostly AEW.
Yes.
I want to see Tessa Blanchard in AEW.
Yes.
But at the same time, I'm being very specific with this one name because I would not be opposed to seeing Tessa versus Charlotte in WWE. Oh. That's like the one dream match I want to see, and it's going to happen, I think, later on down the road, but not anytime within the next 5 years. Because I think Tessa, she's proven herself right now. She's killing it in Impact.
Yeah,
she is one of the hottest freaking just superstars, wrestlers on the planet right now.
See, but that's why AEW needs her.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I want to see her in AEW because they need that.
Yeah.
But also just in the back of my, because I wrote down Tessa Blanchard signs the AEW or WWE because just the or WWE because I want to see that Charlotte and Tessa Blanchard match.
You don't want to see a black individual show up with a wig on and Jay Lethella.
God. There you go.
Jay Lethella to AEW.
Him against Santina Marella. The match we all wanted to see in the women's division.
Give me Jay Lethal.
Get him in there any way we can. Get him in there.
Referee costume. I don't care. Get them in the business.
So I
would like to see Tessa there first.
Exactly.
I would like to see her do that.
Exactly.
First.
So that was my number 3 of wanting, and then I said I also got number 2. And number 2 also ties in because you've been talking a lot about mid-card belts and everything like that. So my number 2 is I want to see AEW add a title, and I want to see WWE at the same time lose one of their titles. We got too many in WWE, and we need an extra in AEW.
Which goes away? United
States? Off the top of my head, I don't want to throw away the U.S. title, just because, I mean, if it had to go, it had to go. That's fine. But off the top of my head, 24/7, let's get rid of that one, just because that's not doing anything for us.
Yeah.
Let's knock it down to one set of tag team belts.
Okay.
Not get rid of the Universal title, so buy the blue one now because it's going away.
I'm going to eventually.
Eventually.
It needs to go on sale.
Well, there you go. This will be the catalyst for it. Yeah. Once we get rid of that Universal title, you have one major world champion, one major tag team champion, and then you can have the mid-card belts on either show, floating around either show. And then I like that they brought in the women's tag team belts, but they're not serious about it. And if they're not going to use those, and it's just a prop that they're using, get rid of that. And at the same time, one women's world champion. So knock out all the duplicates, get rid of the 24/7, and then maybe the women's tag team, if they're not going to use those properly or show them any attention. That's what I want to see in WWE. And then maybe even get rid of the Cruiserweight title down in NXT. Just have them fight for the North American Championship. I like the Cruiserweight action, but I think that there's becoming a lot of titles in NXT for being the smaller brand still, in theory. And then in AEW, I want to see a mid-card belt, but I'm thinking, actually, I want to see a mid-card belt. I'll wait till my number one for that one.
All right.
Not a mid-card women's belt because they don't have enough talent yet for that. So mid-card...
They need to hire some.
They do. Yeah. But mid-card men's belt, and I will explain that one in my next one.
All right.
So I just knocked out two there because they were just so back-to-back easy.
So you did two back-to-back. All right, so I'm doing two back-to-back?
You don't have to. Mine were just because it was right there.
They tied
you had set me up. Yep, you had set me up perfectly for both of them. Yep.
All right. My where am I at here? Number 4.
Yeah.
My number 4 is a women's. We're continuing this.
Okay.
A women's underdog championship story in WWE, and this is where I said I will get to Sonya Deville.
Okay.
You know, I love Sonya Deville.
I know.
Put your hair up and square up.
It's your favorite.
I love that.
You live by that.
Man, I mean...
You live by... That's his mantra for life. Look at him.
When I saw... When she came in and I started seeing the shirts and that's her motto and everything, I'm like, man, that is genius. Like, why hasn't anybody... Of all these years of women's wrestling...
I said, well, all 5 years of women's wrestling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why wasn't Trish and Lita and... Yo, what's going? You know what I'm saying? It's time to fight. Yeah. Like when she comes in the ring, she might have her hair down, looking pretty and everything, and then it's like, yo, what? Take this off. No, and then they just like stopped doing it. Like she stopped squaring up. Like,
oh no, they're on to me.
Yeah, like come on, man.
Every time I put my hair up, they start hitting me. Like they're on to me. What? How do they know?
I want. We've seen the underdog story with the men a lot. Daniel Bryan.
We saw it with Becky this past year.
But that
was still an underdog story.
Not underdog. I'm talking underdog.
You're talking like, we have no faith in you, dog.
Exactly. Like, we all have faith in Becky.
Yeah,
and plus, she was her previous champion.
Okay, yeah.
So, like, I'm talking like Miz winning the world title. Like, something you really didn't expect. When Miz was on the roll that year, so maybe that's not a good example.
Yeah, he won the belt. He won the Money
tag team title. Yeah.
So you want her to have a underdog story, no win in the briefcase, because that kind of sets up kind of what Daniel Bryan, how he won his first belt, and the Miz, how he won his.
I want like
and Dolph.
Somebody to come out of well, Dolph was on fire anyway.
That's what I'm saying. But the briefcase kind of takes away that underdog. It's a cool little thing. It's a cool, little piece, cool little storyline that they have. But it takes away.
Kofi's run. Kofi wasn't supposed to be in the match.
Yeah.
Then they built it all up on his story this year. 11 years. He hasn't done this. I have on my notes here, I have Dana Brooke, I have Liv Morgan, Nikki Cross, Ruby Riott returns and gets in. I love Ruby.
That'd be dope. I like Ruby too.
And then I said preferably it be Sonya Deville. Because even right now, you got Mandy Rose in the storyline with, what's his name from?
Your boy Otis.
Otis. So you got her with Otis right now.
I love that story.
And I like it. I like that. That makes sense. But, all right, so Sonya don't have anything to do.
That's true.
So, man, let her take the band off and let her square up a little bit, man. You know, let her. I would be perfectly happy, and this might shock you. I would be perfectly happy if Sonya Deville beat Bayley at WrestleMania for the world title. I would love, and you know Bayley's my girl.
I know.
I would love for Sonya just come out and just, Bayley, you know what? Just
Tired or not, yeah.
Yeah, man, I would love for that to happen. I want to see Sonya just come from nowhere, go through everybody, beat Lacey Evans, win the Rumble.
That'd be perfect.
Win the Rumble, and then, okay, now you got to fight Sasha. Now you got to win make it hard for her, too. Like, you got to win the Elimination Chamber on top of that because, just have her run the gauntlet and then have her moment. Make a star because as much as we were just talking about AEW's Women's Division,
yeah,
WWE kind of does it too. You'll have Charlotte, Becky, Bayley, and Sasha. Did I say that? Charlotte, Becky, Sasha, Bayley.
Mm-hmm.
Titles floating between them. Every now and again, you'll throw somebody else in there. Here's Asuka winning the title. Naomi's won it twice. Alexa Bliss usually would be number 5 in that conversation. But lately, they kind of kept her away from that title, those big titles. So, Naomi's about to come back. Nia Jax is about to come. Well, I don't know if Naomi's coming back, but I know Nia's coming soon. We need to throw some different people in there. Let a Sonya. Carmella had one run.
It was a heel run.
Yeah, it was a pretty long run too, wasn't it?
With the briefcase, she held it for like
a year.
She held the briefcase for that long, but the belt she only held for like 2 months, 2 or 3 months.
I thought she had a longer run than that. No? Oh.
No, she beat Asuka twice and then lost it to Charlotte at SummerSlam.
Of course she lost it to Charlotte.
Of course she lost it to Charlotte.
Who else was she going to lose it to? Yeah, give me Sonya Deville. Or if it's not Sonya Deville, it's fine, but just somebody that's on that level.
Okay.
I wouldn't even mind if it was Mandy. But I just kind of feel like she has something going on right now, and we should kind of let her go do that. But give me Sonya. Give me Dana Brooke.
No.
No? All right.
No.
So give me Sonya.
Give me Sonya. Yeah, okay.
Dana's not putting her hair up and squaring up.
No, she's not.
Yeah, I love that. I need to get me a hair up and square up shirt, even though I'm bald. let me see Sonya in that.
It'd be the best thing for him, just walking around with a put your hair up and square up shirt.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna do it.
All right, well, my last one, besides you having that t-shirt, which is what I now want for everybody's benefit.
That's on your wants?
That's my number one want, is for him to get the hair up and square up shirt. No, my last one, again, ties back into my last two. Not so much the Tessa Blanchard thing, but going back to, and what you've been talking about the whole video, mid-card titles. Mm-hmm. So, my number one want of 2020 is I want there to be a mid-card title belt for AEW, but I'll tell you where I want it to come from. I don't want it to be one of theirs. I want their mid-card title to be New Japan's United States Championship belt.
Which Moxley just won.
Which Moxley just won. Did he? Damn it. I didn't see that yet. But anyway, Moxley just won.
My bad. Spoiler. Spoiler. Sorry.
You're going to have to throw something up before this. You don't want to know New Japan's results. One of them right here, right now.
Oops.
Yeah. Moxley is your new New Japan United States champion. He might not be tomorrow, though.
Yeah.
It's a 2-night event, so he might not have it tomorrow. But now that he has that, I want that to be their floating mid-card belt.
Yeah.
That way, and then they could still have, it would still feel like, okay, we don't actually have a mid-card belt, but we have a belt that's mid-card visibly on our show whenever one of our stars has it, you know? Yep. And that's where my number one want is, I want there to be an AEW New Japan working relationship. That's where I want it to start here in 2020 and then move on to the Cosmos forever. Just everybody come together to kick Vince McMahon in the balls.
That wouldn't be bad.
That's what I want to see. Could you imagine seeing some of the New Japan guys? Could you imagine seeing the Bullet Club show up on AEW TV.
I love that. I love like an invasion.
Like an invasion kind from the Bullet Club.
Oh, that's money. That's money.
There you go.
That's money if that happens.
Oh man,
everybody's tuning in Wednesday.
Exactly. That's it. If that happens, we can pretty much declare the Wednesday Night War is over.
Yeah. What I don't want to happen is that happens, and then there's a Bullet Club red and white.
Bullet Club Wolfpack.
Yeah, Bullet Club Latino.
Yeah.
Let's not do that.
Let's do it.
We've seen how that happens. Right? That ends your company, right?
Yes, that's what. Yes, but that's what I want. New Japan AEW working relationship. If they do it right, and they can, it'll probably be the best thing in wrestling definitely since the Monday Night Wars.
Yeah.
But it might even surpass that if we can get to that point. In my humble opinion.
I can rock with that. I'd like to see that. I just don't want the worst case scenario.
The worst case scenario is Kevin Nash books everything.
Yeah. God, Lord,
and our head booker. You know him, you love him, Big Diesel.
No.
Like, damn it.
Not, because AEW's gone if that happens.
I know Billy Gunn will be gone too, real quick.
Man. My number one is, or my final one would be.
What's your number one?
Jay Lethal. No.
Want him to win all the belts.
Please, man, somebody sign this guy, man. Bring him to one of the big companies. Man. My final pick.
Should this have been all Jay Lethal?
Yo, this is the Jay Lethal Midcard show of the heel turn. My final pick is somebody equal to Jericho, Moxley, or Cody to arrive in AEW to give them more star power. And ladies and gentlemen, that can be Jay Lethal.
It can be only one.
Just give it to me. Like, man.
Dude, we just wasted an hour for you to circle around to your first point.
Lethal Midcard is what we're here.
Your very first point.
They need somebody. They need somebody to help take it to the next level. They're winning Wednesday. They won this past Wednesday.
Okay.
NXT
was doing their award show.
Yeah. So I think they need just a little bit more to help push them into an area where NXT can't just come right back and get them.
Yeah.
I don't know if that answer is going to be Luke Harper. Somebody
who was also my sleeper pick for the Dark Order. Just throwing that out there.
I thought that's where you were going.
No, because
he can't compete until March.
Exactly.
So yeah.
So I was like, if they pulled the trigger on it early, but I don't know when Marty Scurll's contract's up. But going back to your point, which is Jay Lethal.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
I mean, it doesn't that spot. It doesn't have to be him. I want it to be him, please. Yeah. Please be him. But you
couldn't name anybody else at this point. Could you?
Whose contracts like nearing an end? I don't.
In WWE, they're not letting anybody go.
Yeah, they're trying to keep everybody because they know.
Exactly. Oh man, the only thing I can kind of think of is and it's the biggest star outside of WWE and AEW right now is Tessa Blanchard.
Yeah. They need somebody to come over. They need somebody big. They need the big name. Marty Scurll is good. Scurll. I see. That's why I don't say names. He's good, but I don't think he's the person to take them all the way. He'll boost it. He will boost it, but I don't think he's gonna be the one that's just like, oh my God, they got him. They got Marty. So was that who Jericho's about to say? Remember at the end because he said Marty.
Yep.
I was like, was he gonna say Jannetty or
no one cares about fighting Marty Jannetty. He's too busy asking weird Twitter questions about sleeping with his daughter or whatever.
What? I'm not gonna.
He's gonna Google it later. Yes.
Yeah.
Marty Jannetty's Twitter game is disgusting.
I didn't think Marty was on Twitter.
Oh, he's awful.
After Shawn Michaels threw him through the glass.
He's still feeling the effects of that glass into his head because some of the stuff he is posting. I'll show you later. I'll show you later. Man. Yeah.
We need. You know what would just kill NXT is if both of our wishes came true.
That's true.
Oh my God.
We're just hoping for the murder of NXT.
Yo, let's just get rid of it.
Oh man.
And I love NXT, but if AEW got Tessa and Jay Lethal
and the Bullet Club.
Wednesday night is done. It's a wrap. I won't even watch. We're both gonna be back in the area where we can watch it on Wednesday night here.
Yeah. There's no way that it would be. I might not even look at USA Network.
No. Give me AEW. If that happens, oh my God. that is it, dude. That is it. WWE, Vince, if anybody's watching us right now, I know you guys have people on YouTube. If anybody's watching us right now, y'all should be running to Vince. Y'all should be running to Triple H. Y'all should be like, hey, we need to open up the checkbook and try to steal one of these people.
Because it's going to happen.
Because if they go over there, it is a wrap for Wednesday night. You're going to have to move NXT to like Thursday or something. Like, something's going to have to change. Because you can't have that much star power. And then with everybody else, too, oh my God. Luke Harper's going to AEW. I believe that's going to happen. But he's not the answer either.
No.
I don't think he's the answer to take them to the top. But, yeah.
I know you want Jay. I just don't think he's the answer either.
You don't think Jay's the answer?
I don't think so either. But we don't have enough time for that in this video to talk about whether Jay is the answer or not.
Look, let me open up my scroll.
No, we don't got enough time for that. I guess our big point this year is 2020, the demise of NXT. Yeah. That's what we put forward.
That's ultimately that's what we're trying to get rid of NXT. I don't know why. We both love NXT.
Love NXT.
We're trying to destroy it in 2020. Like, man, I think that's it. I think we covered everything.
Yep, there's really not enough time to go over how much Jay Lethal will not, or will not help AEW in the long run.
Yes. We can.
But anyway, thank you guys for joining us again on this episode 11 of The Heel Turn. It was a fantastic one.
Yeah.
I think we pretty much covered everything that we want to see. Mm-hmm. You guys leave down in the comments what you think is going to happen in 2020. Any predictions, anything that you want to see. Let us know how dumb our predictions are, and let us know how stupid our desires in 2020 are. Yeah,
but,
you ain't got nothing else?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and end it there. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for leaving comments. There's been other people leaving comments and thoughts and everything this past week and telling us their opinions on things. Mainly with the Charlotte take last week, saying she's the best second generation. Got a few comments.
I'm glad people come at you for that.
Yeah, come
I can't be the only one. I need you guys' help.
Come on. So anyway, that's gonna do it. Thank you for watching, and we'll holler at you all in the next video. Peace.